All right, so we're out here today and we've got an auxiliary fuse block here and all the stuff to hook it up with, and we're going to mount it right here inside the battery box. And we're gonna mount this 12-volt panel. It's 2 cigarette lighters and 2 USBs. We're gonna mount it in the bunk. And I don't know if y'all have ever used these before, but these are solder connectors here. So it's like shrink sleeve. It's a butt connector, but it's like shrink sleeve with solder in the middle of it. And so what you do is you the wires you're gonna butt connect together, you stick in here, and then you heat it up, and it melts the shrink sleeve where it holds the wire, and then you heat it up some more, and it melts the solder and makes a solder connection, just like if you was to solder it together and use shrink sleeve, but you do it all in one step. So it just makes it easier, and that way you can get it done quicker, and it's easier to do by yourself. So like I said, we got to make up battery cables to hook these batteries together, and then we'll do a wiring harness to hook this fuse panel up and get power in the sleeper here. Like I said, we've already got an inverter, so we can run a printer or plug the laptop in or something like that. And then this will be 12-volt power supply inside to the USBs for cell phones or the headset charger, and the 12-volt for, like I've got a 12-volt coffee pot that's got a cigarette lighter plug on it. And then the fans have cigarette lighter plugs, which I don't know if the one in Leroy on the dash, I wired up straight. I cut the plug off of it and just wired it straight, hardwired it in. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. And then I've got some light panels that I want to put on the bottom of the tractor here, and I'll show you these. Hang on. So I've got these light panels that go on up underneath the door here, and I've got some that go underneath the sleeper here. So we'll get those wired up and chicken like Leroy up a little bit, and we'll run all that inside this fuse panel too. So they'll be running off the auxiliary batteries. So if I want to park one night and leave my chicken lights on all night so nobody don't run over me, then I can do that, and it won't affect my cranking batteries. So that's one benefit to having an auxiliary battery bank in here, is to keep from running the starting batteries down. So up here in the bunk, like I showed you, we got the inverter so we can plug stuff in, and then we're going to build a cabinet on this back wall so that we can put a printer in there so we can print our bills and stuff. And then we'll hang, I've got 2 of these fans right here that will hang from the bottom of the cabinet, and then the 12-volt power supply right here will hang on the bottom of that cabinet too. It'll hang in just like this right here. So we'll have that where we can have power for all that stuff in there. So that's cool. So I was cleaning up around the yard, trying to make it where we can get in and out of here and circle around. Laura's got her a 53-foot dry van, and so in order to get it up in the yard here, I had the log trailer parked back here, and it's set back here for a few months, and the brakes locked up on it. And I don't know if you could tell or not, but I dug holes in the daggone yard trying to get them unfroze. So we ended up taking like a 4-pound hammer, 3-pound hammer, beating on the brake drums. You can see where the tires have slid, where the brakes were locked up. So we took a a 3 or 4 pound hammer and tapped on all the drums until we got the brakes released. And then I had to end up pulling the Peterbilt out with the Peterbilt wrecker because the Peterbilt, the brown Peterbilt had dug itself in, and it was in loose sand, so it wouldn't pull out. So I'm gonna take it down the road here and hit the brakes a few times to clean the drums off really good before I back it back in here, and we'll back it up here behind this other log trailer to where we've got a road that goes around the property. So, but where it was parked at was blocking that road, so we'll back it in here and park it to where we can still get around. So I can't figure out if I'm gonna put it beside this log trailer, which should probably be enough room. If I put it, I don't know, getting around that tree might, well, if we could go around this side of the tree, we go to the left of this tree, that'll work. Go out and swing wide maybe. I don't know. I could park it over here on the other side of the low boy here, because I think actually probably be best, because trying to cut that curve there and all this soft sand probably not a good idea. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So like I said, I'm gonna carry it down the road, and so I got my couple of storage trailers. Y'all seen when I went and got this one, and I got this one before I got the 40 footer back there. So we got some storage trailers here, but we'll get this log trailer put up, and that way it'll be out the way, and then we'll unhook the Pete and have it staged up to where we can use it if necessary. So he hadn't run in a while. Christopher he's got a business where he does service work and stuff, and he has been really busy doing that, so he really hasn't had time to run a truck. So that's what he's been doing. So that truck's been sitting, so we're just gonna back it up there and put it somewhere out the way, and we're gonna work on getting Leroy ready to hit the road, so that we can make some money. We're going to start doing long hauling, I think, or anyway, we'll have it to where we're not limited on what kind of freight that we can take. So that's the biggest thing. If we can work the truck, like I said, we moved the sleeper up after we got back from Florida and got it where it belongs. Got it all cleaned up and mounted up and looking good. Like I said, got the inverter in here. Got the gonna do some work on get that shelving unit in here so we can put a printer in here. I got some recessed lighting that's supposed to be coming, 12-volt lights. I mean, I got a dome light up there, but I also got a reading light coming to go on the far side over there. So, you know, I can flip it around. It's one that's it's like a map light. It rotates around or whatever. So we're gonna do that, so that like I said, this truck is road ready to where we can do anything we need to do with it. I did not cut a hole in the back of the cab, because I don't know if this is going to be a permanent situation. The cab is air ride, and I've got the sleeper mounted solid to the frame, so it's not going to move at the same rate. You can see it's a little bit of an angle here right now, and so in order to keep from busting the boot loose or whatever and causing a leak, I just mounted it up like this and blocked the hole off. So this is the way it's going to ride for a minute. I'm going to change these air lines out to the good rubber kind, and put me a spring on that light bar there, or that bar that holds the airlines. And then I'm gonna wire this up to the tractor so my light cord will plug in back there, and that way it'll be all set up like it needs to be set up to go down the road. And so that's what we got going on. I'm gonna end up cutting those rabbit ears or horns, whatever you call them, off the top up there. There were some on the front too. It had a fairing on the top of it at one time, so I cut the mounts off the front. I'm gonna cut them off the rear because I just like the flat top look. So that's what's going on with that. I think it really turned out nice. Like I said, once I get the fender bodywork straightened out, then I'll paint this fender and the sleeper, and then match the stripes up on the sleeper with the stripes on the tractor, so it'll look like it came that way. But right now we're just working on getting it road ready, and then we'll worry about the details here in a little bit. So that's kind of what I got going on. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna carry this Pete down the road and work the brakes on it a little bit, so we can get the brake drums cleaned off, so it won't be sticking when we park it now. So anyhow, another little quick updates what we got going on. So y'all stay tuned. Like I said, me and Boots have really been busy, or Boots and I, however you want to put it, have really been busy working, trying to get stuff together where we can work on this 68 right here. We're both really looking forward to doing it. It just, it takes money and it takes time, and right now we were out of work for 4 months working on this thing, and we had to go back to work to build the funds back up. So as we make progress, we'll keep you updated. But thanks for watching. If you want to know when, just hit the bell, the notification bell. That way when I post videos, you'll be the first one to know about it, and that way y'all can see the video as soon as they come out. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll show you more as we go.